What's up, YouTube? I hope each and every one of you guys are having an awesome day. It is absolutely beautiful outside today, at least under the shade. It's like the perfect temperature and there's no humidity. Today, we're reviewing the 2023 Chevrolet Tahoe RST. Huge thank you to Felipe Portillo over at Koons, Tysons, Chevy, Buick, GMC for allowing me to do this review for you guys today. If you guys are interested in this particular Tahoe or any GM product with the exception of Cadillac, I'll be sure to have Felipe's information on screen as well as in the description box down below. But with that said, let's get into the video. Before we talk about the exterior and performance, I greatly appreciate it if you guys would give this video a thumbs up as well as hit that subscribe button. Both of those things really help to make my channel grow, and YouTube will promote my channel more in the YouTube algorithm the more likes and comments that I get. But with that said, let's move into the exterior and performance. And like I said, this is a 2023 Chevy Tahoe RST, and this particular one is painted in Summit White. But let's start over here at our headlights, because we do have LED headlights as well as LED daytime running lights and IntelliBeam. IntelliBeam is essentially automatic high beams, but it's a fancy way of saying automatic high beams. Let's take a look at the center of this Tahoe, because it kind of looks somewhat like an Escalade in my personal opinion. So you do get a gloss black grille with a black bow tie as well as black air ducts, both on the driver's side of the front bumper and on the passenger side. And then towards the bottom of the front bumper, you will find your forward facing sensors. You have a total of 4 forward facing sensors, and man, this thing just looks really, really sweet. And one more thing before we move on is that you also do get a black trim piece at the bottom of the front bumper. I think this white on black combo looks fantastic. Gives me like Stormtrooper vibes. It looks, I don't know, I just am a huge fan of the way this Tahoe looks, and I think the RST may be my favorite trim level of the Tahoe. But we do have 22-inch bright machined aluminum black painted wheels, and if you guys do not like this wheel option, there are about 10 different 22-inch wheels to choose from, which I'll list a couple of them on screen right now for you guys to take a look at. But yeah, nothing smaller than a 22, so you can't get a 20-inch wheel. You can only choose from a 22, and they have a wide array from aluminum to chrome to black. So yeah, tons of different wheel options. One thing though that I do wish that you could get on the RST that you can get on the Z71 are the 6-piston Brembo brakes. I do wish that you could get Brembo brakes on the RST. I wish that that GM would have done that, but they didn't. So I guess it is what it is. But GM, if there's anybody from GM watching this video, please add the Brembo brake package to the list of options to choose from on the RST. I think that would suit the RST very, very well. Just my personal opinion. But yeah, we do also get body color mirror caps with a black bottom. These mirrors are also heated, but they are manually adjustable, and this particular one does not have blind spot monitoring. But yeah, you can manually fold in these mirrors just by pushing on them, and they manually fold. So no power folding side view mirrors on this particular RST. Shark fin antenna on the driver's side of the roof. You also do get black roof rails with the RST, as well as black window trim, black Tahoe emblem on the front driver door and on the front passenger door as well. Body color door handles and black assist steps, obviously on both sides of this vehicle. I want to show you guys the side profile of this thing, because the white on the black looks absolutely fantastic. And like I said, this is my favorite trim level of the Tahoe. This does have also the premium smooth ride suspension. However, you can get Magna Ride plus a dual exhaust and the 6.2 liter V8. They all go together as a package, but if you guys are interested in all three of those, that is a $3,820 option. Just something you might want to look into if you guys want more horsepower as well as magnetic ride control. But popping this open, capless filler neck in there. At the rear end of the Tahoe RST, you will find LED taillights as well as a power liftgate, and at the center of this power liftgate, you get your black bow tie emblem as well as black trim that runs across the bow tie. Just under the bow tie, you will find Tahoe written out in black. Like I said, all these black elements look fantastic on the RST. Your RST badge, your RS is in red and your T is in chrome. Like I said, this does have a power liftgate, so all you got to do is put your hand under here and the power liftgate will open up to reveal a good amount of storage space back here. Right here, you will find a household power outlet. You can fold these third row seats, pull up on this, and these seats will drop. pull up on this one and the seat will drop to reveal tons and tons of storage space back here. You can fit literally probably 2 to 3 times the amount of stuff with the third row seats down versus when they are up. And under here, you got a little bit more storage space. But closing that and closing the power lift gate will drop. You will find your rear view camera right here. And the observant viewer may be able to note that there was a little pad over here. So if I push my finger on that pad and I release, this window will open up. So if you guys have a dog back here or something like that, your dog can get fresh air. So pretty cool. Or if you're sending lumber through, you got a 2x6 that won't fit because you have second row passengers, you just send it out the rear window. So pretty cool. Also, your rear windshield wiper is right there as well. But closing that and taking a step back, another black trim piece right under your rear view sensors. You got one right there, one right there, one right there, and one right there for 4 rear view sensors total. And here is that black trim piece that I was talking about. You get a reflector on the driver's side of the rear bumper as well as on the passenger side of the rear bumper. And the max tow capacity for this particular Tahoe RST is 7,700 pounds, which I think is a heck of a lot of weight, especially considering that this isn't technically a truck. But let me know what you guys think of the 2023 Tahoe RST in the comment section down below. Like I said, this thing looks absolutely fantastic in white because I think it's got that stormtrooper theme, like I said. So the white on the black, they just complement each other very, very nicely. And I just love the way that this thing looks. I was talking to my buddy and I was like, man, if I had the money, I would totally buy one of these right now with a 6.2 liter. And I'd love to supercharge it. I think that would be the absolute ultimate daily. But with all that said, let's move into performance. Popping open that hood reveals that 5.3 liter V8 that makes 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. That is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission for a 0 to 60 time in 7.5 seconds. If you guys were wondering about fuel economy, with the 5.3 and 4-wheel drive, you can achieve 15 miles per gallon in the city, 20 miles per gallon on the highway, and 17 miles per gallon combined. If you guys do not want the 5.3, you have the option between the 3-liter Duramax, the 5.3 liter, and the 6.2 liter V8. I think the 6.2 liter V8 is probably the engine option to get, in my opinion, for the RST. But if you guys have enjoyed the video so far today, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button and leave a comment in the comment section down below. Like I said, all those likes and all those comments and all those subscriptions really look good for my channel in the YouTube algorithm, and YouTube will start promoting my videos more, which means I get more views and I can build this to something that I could do as a full-time job, which would honestly make my dream come true. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys would do all that. But with all that out of the way, let's move into the interior. All right, guys, moving into the interior. This is 2023 after all, so you do get keyless access. All you got to do is have your key fob in your hand or in your pocket, walk up to the vehicle, press on this chrome button, and the vehicle will unlock. Let's take a look at the door panel, because this interior is called jet black with victory red. So that is the victory red that they are talking about. You get that beautiful red accent colored stitching. It looks absolutely fantastic on this RST. Like I said, that's why kind of what makes it my favorite trim level, because you get the red accent colored stitching, you get the white, you get the black. It looks fantastic, guys. Trust me. You get this faux carbon fiber trim right here, some aluminum trim up top above that aluminum door handle, aluminum trim surrounding the aluminum door handle, unlock and lock buttons right here. Get a nicely padded armrest that is leather wrapped, like I said, with some more accent colored stitching below that. Automatic up and down windows in the front, but you only get automatic down windows in the rear. This is to lock the passenger side windows. Power adjustable side view mirrors right here. Memory seat controls right here, so if you have 2 different drivers, the car will remember your 2 different driving positions. So pretty cool. A little bit of storage space down here. You can set your phone, and tons of storage space at the bottom of the door panel. And just to the right of that, you will find your Bose speaker surround. It does have a 9-speaker Bose sound system standard. Chevrolet door sill that is in a brushed aluminum finish. Looks fantastic. Get a power driver seat as well as a power passenger seat, but take a look at these seats. Get that beautiful red accent colored stitching on the middle of the seat as well as on the sides. They look fantastic. But let's step into the interior. And let's take a look at what's going on in here. So we'll start over here and we'll work our way to the right. This is your electronic parking brake. This is your lane keep assist. This is traction control on or off. This is park assist on or off. Auto stop start just to the right of that. This is 4-wheel drive automatic. This is 4-wheel high. This is 2-wheel high, and this is your off-road mode. So let's fire the vehicle up. All you got to do is have your key fob somewhere in the interior, put your foot on the brake and push to start, and that 5.3 liter will roar to life. A couple things that I actually should have showed you guys when we were on the exterior part of the video, but I'm going to show you right now, is that if you take a look at the key fob here real quick, you have a remote start button, as well as you can open up that back glass and your power lift gate. Should have showed you that on the exterior, but I didn't, so I'm showing you guys right now. Right over here, this is your drive mode selector. So if I twist it to the left, you have tow haul mode, off-road mode, sport mode, and or normal mode. Pushing this button puts you directly into terrain mode, which, you know, will let you tackle whatever kind of terrain you will be in. This will dim the backlit screen right there. This will brighten that screen. These are your mirror controls. So right now we're in automatic. Twist this to the left, automatic light control turns off. Twist this one more time to the left, it turns right back on. Twist it to the right, that is your daytime running lights only on. This is your headlights always on. So I like to leave it in automatic. I just like to let the car do its thing. This is like a business card holder. I mean, that's literally what it is. If I push on this button right here, that will wash the windshield. If I twist this just like this, that will wash the rear windshield. So this is your windshield control stalk as well as your turn signal stalk. So take a listen to that turn signal. And what's kind of interesting about the 2023 turn signals is I feel like they're different than the 2022. So as soon as you hit it, watch, you'll notice a delay. I'll do it one more time. See how there's just a little bit of a delay? That's just kind of interesting. You get a leather wrapped steering wheel with some Victory Red accent colored stitching on the inside of the steering wheel. This is your gap adjust. So if you guys want it to be super sensitive, you have it on 3. Not as sensitive, that's on 2. That is on 1, and that's for your automatic emergency braking. Cruise control stuff right over here. This is to pick up on a phone call and or speak to the vehicle. This is to hang up on a phone call. This scroll knob will control that screen as well as these 2 buttons. So let's go throughout that screen here real quick. I'm going to turn the air on the inside because it's getting kind of hot in here. But let's go all the way from the top. So right now that's the digital speedometer readout. Go down one more, drive summary, trip 1, trip 2, timer, tire pressure, driver assistance, oil life, brake pad life, air filter life, blank page, info pages, options. Go to the left, you got your display layout, so you can go in through here. You can either have it on classic, which we're on right now. This is progressive. This is digital. Down one more, this is clean. So I like to have it in classic, just my personal opinion. But at the center, you will find your digital speedometer readout. On the left-hand side, you will find your analog but digital speedometer. At the center of this, you will find a compass. You can also change what's in this inside this circle here, as well as what's inside of this circle over here as well. This is your analog but digital RPM gauge, your fuel gauge down here. This is your coolant temperature gauge. That's your fuel range. And yeah, that's about it. That right there is like what the speed limit is. So if I'm going in a 55 mile per hour zone, it will let me know that the speed limit is 55 right there. I like this 12.3 inch digital gauge cluster. Every Tahoe but the LS trim level have this digital gauge cluster. You have a black bow tie at the center of your steering wheel. Right over here, you will find your transmission stuff. So push to go into park, pull back to go into reverse, push to go into neutral, pull back to go into drive, push to go into low, go back into park. So push P, you go into park. Right over here, you have your 10.2 inch touch infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay as well as wireless Android Auto. We'll stay in demo mode. You can go through your audio. This is a Google-based infotainment screen. So you got audio, Google Maps, your phone, your cameras. This only has a rear view camera. Google Assistant, Play Store, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Both of those are wireless. Like I said, trailer lights, climate. You can bring up your climate stuff up top here if that's what you want to do. Settings, Wi-Fi hotspot. This is a Wi-Fi capable vehicle. My Chevrolet, you can set service appointments, podcast, Google News, go back over this way, all this kind of stuff. And this is kind of like your home screen type of thing. And then these are your shortcuts to get to where you want to be. 2 HVAC vents right here. This is a spot that you can set your sunglasses in if you want to do that. Pretty sweet. Hazard button right here. Volume knob. This is your tuning knob. This is to go back on a track. This is to go forward on a track. This is your home button. This is your back button. Right down here is your climate control stack, which I'll give you guys kind of a better view of that. Heated seats, so if you guys just want your butt and your back heated with 3 levels of adjustability, that would be the button you would press. If you guys just want your back to be heated, that's what you can press, and you have 3 levels of adjustability for that. The passenger is the same way. You got the same options. This is a tri-zone climate control system, so I can have my own temperature, they can have their own temperature right here, and then the people in the rear can have their own temperature as well. Down here, you got a USB-C port right next to a USB-A port. This is your 12-volt power outlet. If I can open it up right there. Wireless charging pad right here, and my iPhone 11 Pro Max fits here no problem. 2 cup holders right here, and just behind your 2 cup holders you will find your center fold down armrest with victory red accent colored stitching. It looks fantastic. You can set your phone in here as well if that's what you want to do. That's actually where the wireless charging pad used to be on like the 2016 Suburbans, Tahoes, Silverados, all those years. Opening this up, you have a USB-C port, you have another USB-A port right over there. That's trash. You got a divider right here to set whatever you want to. You can set your phone right in there as well. And then there's tons and tons of storage space down in here. Basically my whole forearm fits down in there, so tons of storage space. And you got a little light right here, so if it's at night and you want to see what's in there, you can because of that light. But closing this, you have a auto dimming rear view mirror. OnStar controls right over here. This lets you know if your passenger airbag is on or off. The only option on this window sticker is this $1,500 panoramic moonroof. So that's literally the only option that is on this Tahoe RST. If you guys want just the power shade to go back, that would be the button you would press, and only the power shade goes back. If you guys want this moonroof to slide, this would be the button you would press, and it would slide backwards just like that. If you guys want it just to tilt up just like that, you come over here and you push up on that and it will tilt, as you can see. Push that, or pull actually that button down again, and it will close. This will open up your power lift gate. You can have it either on 3/4 or you can have it open up all the way. The way that we opened it up, it was on 3/4. Driver light, passenger light, and your universal garage door opener right here. Opening this up, you have your vanity mirror with 2 vanity lights. Same thing goes for the passenger side as well. Mic pickup for your Bluetooth phone, another mic pickup for your Bluetooth phone on the driver side. Over here you have a lockable glove box, so if I open that, you can fit tons and tons of stuff down in there. Your owner's manual, some napkins, straws, literally whatever you want to put in there should fit. One thing, you got some storage space right here, as well as some storage space on this side as well. I'm going to put this trash back in here because it's starting to bother me a little bit. So take that divider out, stuff that thing down in there, and put that back in there. A couple things that I wanted to mention before we move into those rear seats, so I'll put the window sticker on screen right now. A couple standard safety features that I wanted to read to you guys include Chevy Safety Assist, which includes automatic emergency braking, IntelliBeam front pedestrian braking, forward collision alert, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, following distance indicator, front and rear park assist, and a theft deterrent system. While we have the window sticker on screen, I think we should talk about the MSRP. So the MSRP of the way that this particular 2023 Chevy Tahoe RST is spec'd is $67,795. Like I said, you get a ton of options standard. Like I said, you can pause that window sticker if you guys want to go and take a look at exactly what this thing has and be like, okay, I like what that has, but I think it should have this, I think it should have this, and I think it should have this, or, you know, that's exactly how I would spec my RST. So pause the screen if you guys want to take a look at that window sticker, but I do want to move into those rear seats and show you guys how much room is back there, as well as what comes on this Tahoe RST. But I'm gonna grab the keys because the keys kind of slid down here somewhere, and I would like to have them, so I don't know where they went. Actually, I see them. So let's open up this rear door. This door panel looks pretty much the exact same as the front door panel. Same trim pieces, same accent colored stitching, same door handle, unlock and lock button. Automatic down windows only in the rear, so you do not get automatic up windows in the rear. A nice leather padded armrest right here with some more accent colored stitching. You can set a phone and you got tons of storage space down there. Chevrolet door sill. Let's open up this seat. So I got my backpack right over there. Open up the seat. We can slide this seat backwards just a wee bit. And let's take a look. So this one does not have captain's chairs, so this just has the rear bench seat. So if you guys want more space for passengers in the rear, then you might want to get the bench seat. But seat back pocket behind the driver's seat, seat back pocket behind the passenger seat, 2 cup holders right here. This is your tri-zone climate control system, so control that right there. You have a USB-C port, another USB-C port, and a household power outlet down here. And folding this down, this is your center fold down armrest. You can set a phone right here. You got 2 cup holders right here as well. So you got 2 cup holders right here, 2 cup holders right there, and you can set a water bottle on this door panel as well as on that door panel over there as well. But look at that, tons and tons of leg room, tons and tons of knee room, tons and tons of headroom. I'm 5'9", so I've got no issues about leg room, knee room, or headroom. Got a nice grab handle right here, HVAC vent up top here. This is to hang your cleaners. LED light for me back here, another LED light for that person back there. And I'll show you guys the 3rd row, because you get a cup holder right here as well as a USB-C port. On this side, it's the same thing, cup holder, a little bit of storage, and a USB-C port. Not as much legroom in the 3rd row, however, it's still a decent amount of legroom. So you guys can definitely fit people like me all the way in the 3rd row and still go on a long ride, because you can push this seat forward to give them more legroom, give you less legroom. Even though this seat is all the way forward, I still have plenty of legroom and plenty of knee room. I can still do a long road trip like that. Plus, that's giving the 3rd row passengers a lot more legroom. So another thing you can do is fold these seats backwards so you can recline them. So you can make this pretty much exactly how you want it. So the 3rd row passengers need a little bit more space, you can give them a little bit more space. You want a little bit more space, I can roll this seat back and have tons and tons of leg room. So yeah, there's tons and tons of room in here to do pretty much whatever you want to do. That's why GM is honestly the king of this vehicle segment. But like I said, I think the RST has the sweet spot in my heart for being my favorite Tahoe trim level. I think it just looks the best in my opinion. But we've talked about the exterior, we've talked about the performance, and now we've talked about what's going on here in the interior. So I want to see what this thing's like to drive, as I'm sure you guys do too. So I'll see you guys in the driver's seat. All right, guys, and now on to the driving portion of the review, where this thing really shines. No, this one does not have MagneRide. This does have the premium smooth ride suspension. However, it is exactly what it says it is. It is a very smooth riding suspension, handles very well. However, if you guys want something that's going to handle a little bit better, be able to tighten and loosen, or ride firmer, ride looser, then you're going to want to get the MagneRide, which also, if you're going to get the MagneRide, it comes with the dual exhaust and the 6.2 liter V8. I believe it's like a $3,800 and some odd dollar option. However, I think it might be worth it, because you get the better suspension, you get the better engine. However, this 5.3 in this suspension is phenomenal. Like, I have nothing to complain about whatsoever. It rides super smooth. It's got more than enough power to get up and go and do what you need it to do, and it sounds really, really good as well. And when I was driving this thing over from the dealership to where I film my videos, I was like, man, I would honestly, for myself, I would like to have one of these Tahoes. It looks fantastic, it drives fantastic. This particular one, no, it doesn't have like all the features that you can get. It actually only has a panoramic sunroof. That's literally the only option. And still, I'm like, man, I could totally drive this exact Tahoe every single day and have no issues with it. I don't really care that it doesn't have all those other features and doohickeys and stuff like that. This is honestly the perfect amount. Like, I would love to have that sunroof, so this one does have it. This has the Bose sound system. It doesn't have the 360-degree view camera, but I don't really think that's that big of an issue unless you guys are small and you don't really feel confident in maneuvering this thing around a parking lot by yourself without having that 360-degree view camera. So if you guys do feel a little bit uncomfortable maneuvering this thing around, maybe you do want to get the 360-degree view camera, but I got no problem with the way that this particular one is. No issues to report. We're gonna pull out onto the roadway here really quick, and we'll do a little mild acceleration. And what I was thinking to myself, and I think I actually did say this in the video, is that this thing with a supercharger would be freaking awesome, because it looks, like I said, it looks fantastic. It's got the big old wheels. That the only thing that I wish that you could option on the RST, which you can't, are those 6-piston Brembo brakes. And it's kind of interesting to me why you can option the 6 pistons on the Z71, but you can't option for them on the RST. You know, I was looking through their website, I was like, you got to be able to option this with the 6 pistons, and you can't, which I don't understand. So if anybody, like I said, at GM is watching this video, please make the 6-piston Brembos an option on the RST. I think you'll be surprised at how many you would sell with the Brembos. I mean, it'd just be, that's like the only thing besides the 6.2 liter that I would want on this SUV. But we're gonna merge right here. This one doesn't have the blind spot monitoring either. However, all you got to do is literally look over your shoulder, or just lean into the steering wheel a little bit and look at the outer part of the mirror. It's really that easy. But yeah, this thing just rides super well. It's super well insulated from the outside world. And like I said, this is like the 4th time I'm saying it, but it's because I really do mean it. This thing looks awesome. It looks fantastic with those 22-inch wheels with that black grille, and it looks kind of like an Escalade. That might be a controversial thing to say, but in my opinion, I think the RST Tahoe looks the most like the Escalade out of any of the other trim levels because of that black grille. So let's merge out onto this highway here, and we'll do a quick 0 to 60 test. Just keep in mind that this is on a downhill slope, so it is a little bit faster. This is a little bit faster than what you would find on like a level ground. So 3, 2, 1, floor. I let off a little bit, but so I didn't really get a full acceleration, but you guys kind of get the gist of the acceleration on the Tahoe RST. It sounds fantastic, and this thing with an exhaust, an aftermarket exhaust, would sound awesome. So that's why I think you should get the V8. You also can get the 3-liter Duramax if you guys want the look of the RST, but you want better fuel economy. Then the 3-liter Duramax is probably the engine to get for those of you who are looking for something like that. The 3-liter Duramax on the highway achieves, I believe it's 26 miles per gallon on the highway, which is fantastic. This thing does not do that. I think this thing is 20 miles per gallon on the highway, 15 miles per gallon in the city. So not the greatest fuel economy, but this thing has the sound. But let's go around this turn. We'll get over here in the left lane, and we'll do a U-turn here. And I'll give you guys just another little baby acceleration, harder than one would normally do, but nothing crazy. So do a little acceleration here, wait for these cars to go by, and do a little mild acceleration. And I'm telling you, this thing with a supercharger would be awesome. It would be like a cheaper Escalade V. I mean, literally, that's exactly what it would be like. But I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of time without me talking, and just to kind of experience what it's like to drive the 2023 Tahoe RST. All right, guys, well, that's it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy the video, please give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think of the 2023 Tahoe RST. Also, please hit that subscribe button. I'm really gunning for 50,000 subscribers, and I cannot do that without your guys' help, so I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would hit that subscribe button, as well as give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section down below. But with all that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.